What's going on, guys? Welcome to another video tutorial on the Coders channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how you can create a bootable USB drive containing the Windows 10 installation files using command prompt or PowerShell. So the reason I say PowerShell is because sometimes command prompt won't let you navigate to disk drives and things like that using command prompt. So we're going to be using PowerShell for some or most of this tutorial. So first of all, I'm going to go ahead and load up an administrator version of PowerShell or PowerShell with admin access, and we're going to go ahead and first of all load up DiskPart. Now DiskPart is the Windows disk partitioning utility for Windows command line, and it's going to allow us to prepare the drive for a bootable ISO. So we're going to go ahead and first of all clean this drive. So we're going to go ahead and type in list disk, and as you can see I have three disks here. I have a 1.8 terabyte, which is a 2 terabyte drive. I have a 447 gigabyte, which is two 250 gigabyte drives in RAID array, and then I have disk 2, which is a 58 gigabyte USB drive, which is in actual fact a 64 gig. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to select disk 2 here, and you'll see disk 2 is now the selected disk. So once we select the correct disk, which is obviously going to be the USB disk that you want to use as a bootable drive, we're going to go ahead and clean this drive so as it can be completely wiped and ensure that there's nothing on the drive. So just type in clean. Okay, so DiskPart succeeded in cleaning the disk. Next we are going to want to create a primary partition, and as you can see this drive is no longer accessible. So we're going to create a primary partition and we're going to prepare it to use as a bootable drive. So first of all we're going to type in create partition primary. DiskPart succeeded in creating the specified partition, and then we're going to type in active to mark the partition as active. There we go. And next we're going to format the drive using the NTFS file system, and we're going to perform a quick format. So we're going to type in format fs equals NTFS and quick. And this is going to format the disk drive really quickly for us, take around about 10-15 seconds depending on the size of the drive. Now I must point out that the size of the drive, you are going to need something that is larger than the size of your Windows ISO. So the Windows ISO file I have is 3.54 gigabytes, so I'm going to need at least a 4 gigabyte. I don't have any that small to hand. The smallest I have is a 32 gigabyte, and that's USB 2. So I decided to use my 64 gigabyte USB 3 drive. Okay, so DiskPart successfully formatted the volume. Now if we go back into this PC, you'll see that we can now access the drive again. So next we need to exit DiskPart and go ahead and use Windows PowerShell for the remainder of this tutorial. So the next thing we're going to want to do is we need to mount the ISO to a virtual drive. Now I'm using PowerISO for virtual drives. You can use physical media, or you can use another USB drive if you just want to clone the drive or something like that. But I've mounted my drive to drive E, and my USB drive is drive F. Alright, so what we're going to want to do first is navigate to the actual USB drive, to the actual virtual drive or disk drive containing the ISO files. So for that we're just going to type in the drive letter CD E colon and enter, and then we're going to navigate to the boot folder, so CD boot, and then we're going to want to copy the boot sector from the ISO or the disk that we're using, and we're going to want to copy that to the USB drive. So we're going to type in for that, we're going to type in for that boot sect /NT60, and then type in the drive letter that we're using, which is F. So target volumes will be updated with boot manager compatible boot code. Then it gives us the volume number, and successfully updated the NTFS file system boot code. So as you can see, that's all complete, and that should be ready for booting now. So we're going to go ahead and exit PowerShell, and now we need to simply copy the files. So to copy the files, we're just going to go ahead and open the drive, right click and click copy, go back to the USB drive and click paste. Now this shouldn't take too long. Alright guys, so we're back in action now. The files have completely copied over from USB to the ISO file to the USB, and hopefully this should now be a bootable USB drive. So now what we need to do is test the device. Now unfortunately I did just try and test this in VMware and it's not working for VMware. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to power down the system and I'm going to attempt to boot it from the normal computer. Okay guys, so here we are. I am recording off a phone at the minute, so I apologise for the low quality, but we're going to go ahead and reboot the computer now and just try and boot from the USB drive. So I will show you that the USB is still there, and we're going to restart. Here we go. So I'm going to go ahead and enter the boot menu. I'm going to go to boot. And we're going to set the USB Okay, here we go. And this should now be booting into the USB drive. And there we go. So we are successfully booted into the Windows installer using the USB drive that we've just created. Alright guys, thanks so much for watching this little video tutorial here. I hope this video helps you to create a bootable USB drive without the use of any additional software. Remember to hit that subscribe button to stay tuned for future cool little videos like this, and feel free to drop me a comment down in the comment section below. I do my best to answer comments. I do read them all, although I don't always get a chance to answer them, either because I'm busy doing something else, or I'm busy with my family, or I'm just not available at the computer and the comments come through on my phone or something like that. But do feel free to give me a comment down below. I will do my best to answer it. As always, like this video if you liked it, dislike it if you dislike it. Let me know what you think down in the comments, and of course let me know if you can think of any videos that you would like to see me do. Okay, thanks so much for watching guys. Please hit that subscribe button, and until next time, I'll see you all again soon. Bye for now.